Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome from Meghalaya as we join you live from the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Shillong for match number 16 of this 134th edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. Tonight, it's the defending champions, Northeast United Football Club, who start their title defence against the Malaysian Armed Force football team, Northeast United, and they're stepping out in a 4-3-3. And Henry, of course, you watched that first game versus Malaysian Armed Force, still going in with a 4-3-3. And we're off. Attacking on your TV screens from left to right in their all blue kit is the Malaysian Armed Forces football team. From right to left on your TV screens in their all red kit. Zabako's in there, Parthiv is in there. The ball is put in. They're attacking the first post. And then continued things in the ISL. Not only was he scoring goals for fun, Henry, he was providing assists as well. Yet another set piece. This one coming in from the right flank of Malaysian Armed Forces football team. Went straight for goal. Was always going to be a bit too ambitious in trying to beat the goalkeeper from there. I have to completely agree with you on that occasion, Henry, that they've let them into this game. Nonetheless, here's a chance now for Ajare. Ajare gets the chance, and Ajare never misses from there. He's done that the whole of last season, and he started this season doing exactly what he's done for Northeast United Football Club. 1-0 up in the 23rd minute.
This is the first time he operated from the middle, and that's the reason why we talk about his decision, his quickness, his sharpness, and it's exactly that. He's going to create more goals for his team. He was the golden boot, he won the golden boot, and he was the man. And now, look at that pass. Nobody there marking him. How can the defender, there's going to be a question mark on the defender, why the player was not marked. Came in swiftly, saw the goalkeeper come front, just taps that ball so beautifully.
Because my guess is you'd want to start as favourites at the end of the group stages, and goal difference will play a big part as well.
Yeah, I think it's important to understand that.
Here's Ajare, wonderful 1-2. Here's Jithan MS, has the opportunity, gets past the goalkeeper. He's only got two in front of him, and it's gone back to Ajare. A bit of you first, and then that you first, Ajare has picked up his second goal. Second goal for Northeast United. They very nearly made a mess of it, but Ajare has done exactly what he did a few minutes back. Grabbed the second for Northeast United Football Club.
Fantastic piece of work over there. The build-up was good. They found the gap very well. And look at Jithan.
Combining well with the Spaniard in front of him, Andy. Goes long now. Who's making the run? Ajare is making the run, as always. It's misjudged by the goalkeeper. And as luck would have it for Malaysian Armed Forces football team, Ajare just a bit couldn't catch up with that ball.
Yeah, I think the game was speedy. You know, you see every time they put up the long ball.
Yeah, the more you see Malaysian Armed Forces football team, and you say the set piece has got to be their best friend in terms of attacking and finding something in front of goal. Oh, a bit of a mistake there by the goalkeeper, and so ball is still in play. Here comes Malaysian Armed Forces, sets it, but they're asking for a handball, and the referee is not obliging.
This is how you see the danger coming in, and then this shot hitting on the hand.
Making sure that they've made the most of that error by the goalkeeper. Here is a beautiful shot. It had power, just didn't have the placement that it wanted at the end of it.
Yes, Shema is a man, you know, he's got the eye for a goal.
Back to the center of the pitch. Lays it out wide to the right flank. Here's Jairo, the new man in. He's already put in a few crosses. That was a good cross. It's down to Ajare, who's gone down. But much to the respite of Malaysian Armed Forces football team, they end up keeping Northeast United at bay.
Brilliant piece of work. Brilliant defending over there. I'm sure he's also a worried man.
Ever since he's come on this pitch, here's Nixon now. Mackerton Nixon, lovely ball. Finds Ajare down the left flank. He's got one player in front of him. He's going to take him on. That's not even a question. Of course he's going to take him on. This time he goes for the shot. And boy, oh boy, is that a way to get your hat-trick. Aladin Ajare just can't stop scoring. Aladin Ajare puts Northeast United 3 goals up.
Brilliant piece of work from the defense, you know. The build-up was good. Nixon really puts that long diagonal ball to Ajare, who brings that ball down pretty well. If you look at that replay, it will be delightful to see that move. The long ball coming in, getting that ball down, and then making his space. The creativity that he creates in front of the defense baffles the defenders and then puts that ball on the far end is easy to watch.
Back to Chima. He's got space in front of him. Ajare to choose. Finds Ajare down the left flank. Puts it in the first time. The goalkeeper's there. Rinzuala was going for it as well.
Yeah, it's a little bit too high for the strikers over there, but the idea was very good.
Danger still not averted for Northeast United. Here's Jairo combining well on that left flank. Takes a powerful shot. Wonderful shot.
And that's the shot coming out. Look at that. It really couldn't dip at the last moment. It was waiting to dip. The crossbar comes in. The goalkeeper had no chance in that shot.
In these last few minutes, Chima now tries to find Ajare. Does so beautifully. Too many players in front of him. Went for the shot. And boy, oh boy, did it pack a punch. Just did not have the right direction.
Beautiful move over here from the left to right. They played, really kept the possession of the ball, got a long diagonal ball for Ajare. And Ajare, with his individual skills, tries to get out.
To Malaysian Armed Forces football team, down 3-0 in their second game of the 134th edition of the IndianOil Durand Cup. This one has come out of nowhere. Where did this one come out of? He'd have to be going for the cross, but it's been that sort of a night. That cross turned into a goal, but they'll take it with open arms. They'll take it with both arms. Malaysian Armed Forces football team has finally found their first goal of this edition of the Durand Cup.
What a moment this is for the Armed Force. All their effort has turned into joy with that goal.
And there's the man responsible for all three of them. Ajare on the ball, has four players in front of him. Still ends up getting that cross to Rinzuala. Misses it. Here's Jairo. Goes for the shot, but straight into the arms of the keeper. Back to Ajare. He's just not stopping. Here's Jairo. Jairo now to Rinzuala. Rinzuala has the shot. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. It's been a wonderful start to the defending champions in their new campaign in this edition of the IndianOil Durand Cup. Northeast United came into this game versus Malaysian Armed Forces football team knowing all too well that all eyes will be on Juan Pedro Ben Ali's team. And boy, oh boy, have they given a good account. Haven't really controlled the game the way they wanted to, but that scoreline will make for some happy reading. Ending champions started things off with a 3-win win versus Malaysian Armed Forces football team.